So, anyways, I want to welcome you back to another YouTube video, you beautiful hosers, and today, as you read the title, we're just going to jump right into it. So, what should you know about Hellboy to make it completely spoiler-free as possible? Well, I'll let you know a couple of things first. This actually stays a lot truer to the source material than the Ron Perlman ones, as in the jokes that are in the film. The only thing you're not going to see in this film that is canon in the comics is the cigar munching. By that, I mean he always has a cigar in his mouth, which we also know was in the Ron Perlman Hellboy. However, that is not in this film, so if you're expecting that, it's not much of a spoiler, so I don't think it counts, because it's not vital in any way, shape, or form. But the music in the film actually fits it very, 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 very well, unlike certain films that have released up till now. The other thing I want to mention about this is you can't compare the two Hellboys, the Ron Perlman one, to this one. There's a lot of differences between the two. I kind of feel like the trailers kind of spoiled the ending for it. However, it's actually done really well. It's got a great cast. There's a lot of people that are going to disagree with this review. However, this is my opinion, as non-valued as it may seem and may be. It's just the way it is. However, there is a lot of gripes that people have about the movie. My biggest gripe about the movie is certain effects are better than others. For example, this isn't going into a spoiler, but Hellboy himself, he goes from looking somewhat realistic to later on in the film to completely CGI. For whatever reason, when they went to do the CGI spots, there's a lot of attention to detail there that was put in, and there's a lot of stuff that is rather lackluster. Now, this movie is a gore fest. However, those spots, they're just like few and far between. Like, CGI gore doesn't exactly go over well. At least in my opinion, it doesn't. If I was going to look at gore that is completely 100% animated, I would just go and play Mortal Kombat. Or Gears of War. One of the two. I'm not going to say God of War, even though people would punch me over that. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff in this film that is spot on. There's a lot of stuff that's hit and miss. Overall, as true as it is to the comic books, there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes and retcons other things. But there is a couple of hidden Easter eggs in there that do point to Hellboy from the Ron Perlman ones. So I'm not entirely sure if that means that these two are connected, or if this is before he became the Hellboy. I mean, he's got the name in the film, however, I'm not sure if he's exactly supposed to turn into the Ron Perlman one, or Ron Perlman turns into him. It's not really heading into spoiler territory, but it's just still kind of weird that they would do that, though. Overall, it's a good movie. It's not the best. It's good. It has its moments. It has spots where, yes, I could go and watch the scenes over and over again. But for the most part, a lot of it, for the build-up, is like very, very slow, but it does get a grittier tone. If you want to look at around like the first fight of the film when you go to watch it, if you look at that from like a comic book standpoint, you could actually see that happening, and it actually does look like a scene out of a comic book. However, some of the other fights, I have a hard time picturing as a comic book. However, there is a lot of stuff that's in there that did actually happen in the comics, which is rather interesting, considering the Ron Perlman one, half the time he was just busy shooting everything in sight. And then this one, he actually has to try. This makes me feel like an idiot. But anyways, I rate the film a 7.9. There is a lot of reasons why, but overall, it's not the worst thing in the world. A lot of people hated it, a lot of critics hated the film, but I don't think they understand the concept of Hellboy. Hellboy has always had gore in his comic books as long as I can remember. And he's always had the signature cigar, which coincidentally he didn't have in this film. And he has always had different variations of his hand cannon. I'm saying hand cannon because I'm not entirely sure what it's actually called, because it was a long time ago since I read the comic books and went into the lore of it, and I didn't feel like opening Injustice 2 just to look at the actual name of it. However, that is my fault. I apologize. But anyways, I hope you're having a fantastic 2019, and if you're not, I hope it gets better for you sooner rather than later. Peace out, and I shall see you all next Monday. Coincidentally, Monday I will be at work, but on Tuesday we will be doing a Mortal Kombat 11 live stream. As long as it doesn't get flagged, it's going to stay up on the channel, as well as the following day we will be streaming it again here on YouTube. However, I don't think we're going to be streaming on Twitch this weekend. I might be wrong. We might end up doing a late night stream on Sunday. I don't think it's going to happen though, so no promises, no guarantees. However, on Wednesday, what day is Wednesday? Okay, Wednesday is the 24th. We'll be streaming it. Then Thursday, the unboxing video goes up. And then Friday, I don't know what's happening Friday, because I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be at work or doing a review that day. I will be watching Avengers on Friday, hopefully. However, I just gotta figure out where my time management's going on Friday. So, anyways, peace out. I shall see you on Monday.